Hello, everyone. Hello. We are back with more Horizon Forbidden West. Let's change our outfit for today. Today, we're going to go with... I don't have any purple charge outfits. Today's a Karja outfit day. There. I don't know if we can do any upgrades. Let's check. We can do the Berserker Hunter. I don't know what I want to know now, though, because we're getting purple here, so I kind of don't want to worry about upgrading anything that's not purple. Me, cat, what are you doing? Vanguard Hunter. What is that? When did I get this? It's just... Okay. Not terrible. Here's my current bow. The Sunshot Hunter bow, and I need a Green Shine Cluster for it as well. Okay, so we just finished off the quest to get the Thebes. We found out what happened with Ted Faro all those years ago and currently. We got Omega clearance, so I think the next thing we can do, unless there's like some side quest we should, there is. We gotta go talk to Kotallo. We'll do that first. Okay. Go talk to Kotallo. Unless the game like forces me to. Hang on, I don't want to use Ash Howl back. What happened to Ted Faro could not have happened to a more deserving man. Yes, indeed. Vector, fuck Ted Faro. But what about the CEO? What about him? What about Raven? Him too. Vector has no love for any of these people. If you know Vector doesn't approve of them, there's something wrong. Large machine cores. Cool. Alright, let's start with talking to Kotallo. Oh wait, no, this is Alva. Yeah, Alva. What are you doing here?
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
First off, how did you know about Eric Visser?
I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Yes, please. Alright, so let's start with the Quen.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
Halo is ready to bust a cap. She was like, minor?
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CEO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CEO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
It's crazy to me that he literally called himself the living embodiment of Ted Faro, and his people were like, yeah, exactly.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
You know, though.
Gwen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
You know, I like to point this out, but the CEO, the CO, the leader of your tribe, is just one person. If all of the people that he ordered to death the people were like, yeah, we ain't killing these. What's he gonna do? What's he really gonna do? I understand that, like, you know, you have a leader for a reason and that you should listen to him. But when that leader goes insane and everybody agrees that this guy's fucking insane, what's he gonna do when you just don't listen to him? Anyway, is this the 33rd expedition they've been taken? Or they've taken? It could be.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things?
I think this
by
one was the
overseer?
34th, Chocobro.
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
I absolutely could say the same thing about the Akarja and the Mad King. You are right. I could say that about certain people in real life.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy.
Like Diz.
And many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire. Like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
They die. Alright, let's talk about the
You
Zeniths.
mentioned Eric Visser. How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the Overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
Hilda's an old woman who was in charge of, you know, doing things behind the scenes. She was an education, Board of Education minister. Verbena was a fashionista, and Gerard was the leader of a company that you could go online and buy stuff and they would ship it to you. He was actually really involved in a lot of scandals of like mistreating employees and whatnot.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how Diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
Okay.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A Diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
I feel like it's hard to be on the path of truth when you hide the truth from anybody who seeks it.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are.
The nature part's the same. The nurture is not.
I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's
Hi, Mini
refreshing.
Cat.
Back home,
Come
the
here.
miners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not
Beautiful.
wrong.
You hunting me? Is that what's going on right now? Well, in order to hunt, you gotta not be right out in the open.
Anything.
All I need is to help you succeed.
Yeah, I
in
can
the
see
mission.
it.
The plan Gaia told me about to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
What if the overseers don't actually restrict anything? The diviners just think they do and don't question it. Well, you gotta appreciate the fact that they stick to that narrative then.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale, I thought she'd faint on the spot.
She
We
did
showed her
faint.
to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva.
Alright.
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
You sure you don't want a bubble bath? I bet you Varl will
How
enjoy
are
it.
things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Of course Aaron's
I
obsessed
need
with
to
that.
get going.
Alva goes home and confronts the overseers about the
Retrieve
restricted
the
data,
clearance.
and they just go, what
That means we'll be
restrictions?
going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
You guys have always been free to access all the data. We don't know where you got this.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all of us settled in nicely.
Our new Quen friend? The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's Alva for you.
There you go, silly. Guys, that was really cute. Here I got her cone stuck on the Velcro on, you know those little, like, cord wraps you get, like, part of your laptop cables and whatnot? Where if you, like, you bundle them up and you can just wrap the Velcro cord around it to keep it bundled? Well, she got that Velcro part of that stuck to the cone and she, like, sadly walked over to me so I could
Now that I have Omega clearance,
remove it
we
for
can
her.
grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder jaws.
Better them than us, for once. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to...
You've been talking to Zoe too much.
What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Yeah, Ayla, you're to blame for that. If you
should
had him
go
just
get
put
this to
out,
Gaia.
he wouldn't be with
course.
Zoe.
Let us know when we're needed.
Alright, talk to Aaron. Dude, what are you doing?
There she is. I hear you found Thebes. How was it?
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
Vector, if you could take Aaron on a date anywhere, who would you take him?
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
Excellent. Alright, let's go find Kotallo. We got quests. And then... Oh, look, there's Kotallo. That didn't take long. How's your arm? You ready?
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
I do.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed.
Didn't learn he was a piece of
The
shit.
ancient world was wiped out by... a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris. And pointless death.
I like that.
That about sums it up.
I like that rattled him more than like anything else he's seen in the game so far.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
Minicat, what are you doing back there?
I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Man, dealing with Mira is like dealing with a
I
toddler.
have to go now.
She's
Then do not
doing
let me
something, and I'm
down.
always concerned where she is and what
Like I
exactly
said,
she's doing.
I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
Jeremy, would you fight the 10? We gotta help Kotallo get his arm, guys. It's just... It's the rule. But yeah, out of everything that's like fucking he's seen lately, he reads about Ted Farrow and is immediately, fuck that guy, holy shit. But everything else he's just like, alright, you know, that happened. Invalid location. Go to this one. Kotallo's the best character. He really is. And it's funny because he starts off as a character that people are like, man, I hate this guy. He's a piece of shit. And then he just like does a quick 180 once he joins the team, or you know, gets on board with Aloy. Oh, I need to set medicinal berries. Alright, just filling up on where I do it here. There we go, perfect time.
Stash this away for later.
Okay, and now we need a couple more. Figure we'll knock out the side quest while we're here. No, there's chargers over there. Chargers hate me. Jeremy, the other day I ran into chargers again,
This is
and
what
sure enough, they all
Kotallo
tried to fuck
tested
on me.
his new arm, even though he didn't say how exactly. Hey, Kotallo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
They fucking hate me.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
What a weird thing to get revenge on. Okay, where are all the healing items? I need to pick up more healing back.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Or you'll see. Come.
Am I looking at cum?
Alright, talk to me, Kotallo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
He gave it a tiny hand.
After you.
That's so cool, though.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
What if he was like, let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal and feces? Oh shit, that was a lot closer after that. Okay, still hit me. Kotallo, you forget, you don't have one arm anymore. Ow. Ow. Explosion on that was massive. Does he put it in the mashed potatoes? He might.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Kotallo goes back to the Sky Clan, just fucking beats the shit out of
Well, I'm
Kote.
taking it off.
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
Like, imagine Kotallo showing up to fight Takote, right? And he's just like, alright, let's go, let's go. And Takote is making fun of him because he's got one arm, and he's winning the fight because, again, he's got one arm. Why did he just give me a Shell Snapper Circulator, 2 Behemoth Force? Where did you get those? Why do you just have those? Anyway. I could have sworn I shot off the ears of these things. Where did they go?
Chill air's prickling my lungs.
Did I not shoot the ears off that thing? I don't care about the ancient valuables. Yeah, I wanted to pick up the ears because they are rare items. Imagine how upset Aaron would be if Kotallo, or she got with Kotallo. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure Aaron really wants to get with Aloy. At least not, like, romantically. I think he just wants to be included in all her travels so that he can go and beat things up. You know? Let's save our game. And we're going to take a quick break here, guys, and then we'll be right back with more Horizon Forbidden West, where we're going to go on with the main story.